Good afternoon and welcome to the final day of the group stages for Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. We've got a Group B match between Ducker and Kobalt, and they will be going to Mumbai, followed by Haven, followed by a random map. If you don't know how Roulette Rivals works, it's quite simple. You get a level, let's say it's Hokkaido. Those are your two targets. You'd have to go in and kill them in the kill methods described and in the disguises. For Eric Soldiers, you would have to kill him using robot arms whilst dressed as the chef. Yuki Yamazaki with a pistol whilst dressed as the hospital director. You do that, get out the level with 5 stars, and you do it before your opponent, you get 2 points. If nobody manages it within the 30 minutes, then it's a point each. But yeah, it's pretty much as simple as that. It's as easy or as hard as the admins make the spin. Anyway, the spin will be with us in about 5.5 minutes, so I'm going to go back and find myself a fresh Guinness, and I'll see you in a bit.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with 2 reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
Good afternoon and welcome to Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021, the final day of the group stages. This is a Group B match between Kobalt and Ducker. Ducker just missing out on a clean sweep of the entire group by dropping a point of back games last night. But we're in Mumbai. Can he just be 1 point off? Here is the spin. We've got the Maelstrom with a cleaver as the Queen's bodyguard. We've got Beakstaff as Vanya's servant, or Vanya Shah, and a sniper rifle as a food vendor for Dawood Rangan. And yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Fuskar, admin for the day. Penny, long time no see. Lovely to see you. Always lovely to have you in. I do make sure to tell everybody that the target in Colorado is called Penelope, not Penny. It matters, or at least it matters to me. Okay, Ducker not messing about. He has hit play and he is off. Kobalt has also hit play. Let's see what the boys are going to do here. No killing Penny. Penelope. Awesome long loading times. These poor console boys. Someone's starting to GoFundMe for Ducker's new PC. Hey, Silvers, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Okay, Ducker starting at the Skywalk.
47.
Early isolation on them.
The Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in
The Maelstrom obviously on. It's a static kill, so it makes sense to box him straight away, or at least get him. Oh, look at the Holy Man. He's phased into the Maelstrom there. Oh, and that's an early rip from Ducker. Gets a bad side KO on the Holy Man. Kobalt has the Maelstrom behind the Holy Man. Early knockout. Takes them both out. Smart move as well. really, with taking out the Holy Man. Probably going to take his disguise. Far fewer enforcers. Going to box him as well for good measure. Ducker, these loading times are killing our lads, aren't they? They're really not pretty.
47. Our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums.
So Kobalt stealing a bit of a march. He's got a good 37 seconds on Ducker there. He's in the Holy Man outfit.
47. That's the Maelstrom.
Ducker going a very similar route, taking the Holy Man. Probably going to pick up that brick as well. He does. That will be useful later on. Kobalt in the meantime. No stash by the homeless tent, which makes sense because he probably needs an agency pickup for the sniper, unless he brought it with him in the briefcase. Dino there, smoking him by 37 seconds. And Kobalt straight away with the brick in the furnace by the train yard, so he will have to. He's only got a small window where he can knock out Vanya. I say small, it's quite large. Ducker, meanwhile, looks like he's going up to the chawls. Now, is he going after the sniper rifle from our good friend the Kashmirian? You can conceal beak staff. Is that just what he did, Cake now? Oh, I did not know that. To grab the cleaver. Of course, yeah, cleaver is going to be an illegal item, but Ducker has he's gone up to get the cleaver in the Kashmir's apartment. Okay, fair dues. Now, green guns for Kobalt there, using the snail. Take out the entirety of Banya's entourage. Now, I've got to go get himself a beak staff. Probably going to isolate himself a servant here, or maybe take out the security cameras. Probably doesn't need to, but might take out the cameras at least.
Shah sent someone over to talk to him, but
Ducker, possibly. What's he doing here? Getting himself a disguise of some sort. Possibly. Kobalt checking, probably checking hitmaps.com right now. Either looking for a cleaver.
I'm sure he has his reasons. He told us to say he was out of town, but I'm not sure the guy...
Okay, that looks like a... Is that a servant disguise? I do believe it is. That's a Vanya shot servant disguise. Okay. Nice grab there from Ducker. Ducker's caught up on the time somewhat, what with Kobalt pausing. Of course, that is only in-game. Ducker making sure these two metal workers are not going to be a problem. Not risking it either with the throw of the brick, actually put the brick in there. Kobalt, meanwhile, Queen's Guard disguise. Story mission on there as well, so he can find himself a servant. Nice. Ducker with an altogether more traditional isolation of Vanya Shah. How are the audio levels? Are they okay, people? You know what I'm like. You can actually hear me is is my first question.
No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
Okay, and Kobalt has Wazir Kali dead. He dead. He isolated. He gone. No problem there. Shouldn't be any issues with him being found. Audio is great. Okay, thank you, Penny. Good to hear. Okay, knockout number 1. Well, knockout number 5 at this point with this particular ISO. Number 6. Number 7. That good, Anor. And a kill. Nicely done by Ducker there at the 4 minute and 30 second mark.
No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next
10
one.
seconds earlier, that would have been perfect. Okay, Kobalt with this
Do you think that was anything? Would you go check it?
this knocking out of everybody around the corner here. This can always go wrong. I know those windows look pretty mud encrusted, but you never know. Does it make a caw? I love it. Like when you use a concussive ducky or whatever. It goes whack whack. Love to see it. It looks like Ducker will be doing a very similar sort of knockout here. Of course, he did go for the manual knocking out of all of Vanya's people.
That is Darwood ranking.
Okay, Kobalt has Darwood knocked out. Could be a bit of a problem with the crows upstairs. They found the bodies, so they might be on their way down. Yeah, okay, so Kobalt's got some work to do here. This could be interesting. Ducker, meanwhile, does he has the snail now. He saved his snail. But okay, this makes a lot more sense. He saved this snail for Darwood's entourage. Got himself a food vendor disguise. Darwood is knocked out. And he's also dead. That's the second kill for Ducker, about the 6-minute mark.
Just one
Very
target
nicely
left.
done.
Let's bring this one.
Kobalt has camera trouble and he has crow issues. Now, is Darwood going to be safe where he's left him? Fingers crossed he is. But he doesn't seem happy about it, does he? Look at him. He's really not happy as Kobalt. Meanwhile, one left for Ducker. He needs the cleaver and a Queen's bodyguard disguise. He's got the cleaver. In fact, he went up to the Kashmirian's apartment to get it. Well, this is nice work from Kobalt. Yep, Kobalt safely navigating that tricksy little problem he had. But it did cost him an awful lot of time. Ducker, meanwhile, Maelstrom is knocked out. He's got a cleaver in his hand. He's dressed as the Queen's bodyguard. And barring something really shitty happening, and this is Hitman 3 after all, he had to get them save those 80 gigabytes from somewhere. Anything can happen. But it's looking really good for Ducker here. There is the third kill.
The infamous Maelstrom is
No need to
dead.
box him. Nobody goes round there. And plus, there's a taxi right here. He's managed to pick up a couple of coins. Ducker is out. Looks like Ducker will be taking round one. We're just waiting for the admin confirmation. I didn't see anything wrong with that myself. Still got to hold on. Got to wait that prerequisite 47 seconds for the photo finish to be the photo finish time to be up. New record, 7 minutes and 23 seconds. Just shy of 10 minutes when he hit done, I should have thought. Don't know what the record was. It was looking pretty damn good. And there it is. Okay, so round one goes to Donald, taking Kobalt's map off him. And I'm sorry to say this, everybody. This is really hard for me to say, but we're off to Haven. I know. There's nothing we can do about it. Ducker apparently thinks that gives him some sort of, leeway at the top of the group there to pick the shittest map in the trilogy. Bar Romania and Nightcall. But hey, that's what it is. That's why you're the admin. Thank you, Fuzzkey. Alright, well, let's have a quick look at the mission briefing to see why we're going off to the Maldives. Very, very nice part of the world. To commit some dastardly acts. Back in a sec.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, Exercise facilities and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
And welcome back to the final day of the group stages for Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. We're kicking off this final set of matches with Kobalt versus Ducker. We've just been to Mumbai, and Ducker took that quite nicely. It took about 10 minutes for him to do. Just the one rip very early on. Very nasty side KO on the Holy Man. Kobalt was going well, but he did run into a bit of trouble with the Darwood isolation. Got very complicated on him very quickly. And, well, we've got about a minute left. So a quick look at the brackets. Like I say, this is a Group B match. We can see that Ducker has already advanced. He's won all 6 of his matches so far. Dropped 1 point last night to the heroic Back Games. So GG's to Back Games there. Best player in the tourney bar none is Back Games, for simply taking a point off of Ducker. I will have nothing more said. Now, Kobalt, this is also his final match. He is on 15 points, and he's well outside of the... He needed the sweep, really, to get a tie with Crudy. So it looks like this might be the end of... Kobalt's tourney, but he's going to play the match, obviously, to see how he goes. Ducker definitely advanced to the KO stages, and yeah, it should be pretty damn good. We do have 5 other matches. Yeah, five other matches today. They're all, well, you got 4 of them on, 3 of them on at the same time, so that's a bit of a bugger. But we'll have a look at the schedule in a little bit. But for now, we're off to Haven, and the spin is here. We have Tyson Williams with a hatchet as the butler. Stephen Bradley, explosion accident, snorkel instructor. Ooh, okay. And electrocution for Ludmila Vetrova as the personal trainer. Now, there is a free explosion accident kill for Bradders, but you kind of need the snorkel instructor to be up and awake for it, because that's when he goes to talk to him in the hut. So yeah, that could make things interesting. So we might see, well, I mean, of course, there's always a drive-by, but straight away you think explosion accident Bradley. That's 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Pop a micro on those gas tanks by the snorkel, by the jet ski hut. But if the snorkel instructor is required for that, that's put a kibosh. So there you go. I've already lost. Can't believe chat's not already out. Haven Electro Fun. Yes. Well, we know at least that the sinks and the taps do work in 47's in the Shark Hut. So, probably going to see a Seeker, followed by another Seeker. Or not. Kobalt starting in suit. He's isolating Ludmila in the hut over. Okay, interesting. She does get found after a while. It's not straight away, obviously, but it does take a little while. Ducker has... He's got the seeker shot on Bradley. It looked like he missed for a second, but clearly not. Oh, and Kobalt gets a side KO on Ludmilla. It was green guns, but it was loud, so the staff member heard him. If you leave the sinks running, then they work. That's certainly something to try offline. It's not something you'd want to try in a match. Although we have seen experimentation on Haven live before now. With players trying to find the damn... Oh, he has got her. Both of those seeker shots look like they didn't hit, but he has got them. Just a very delayed reaction from both. Some just work with live, so they have to actually walk into them rather than the puddles being reliable. But yeah, the inconsistency will screw. Wow, Ducker with a very quick knockout on Ludmilla's guard there. Dodgy AF. Either way, Ludmilla. He's in the right disguise as well. Has a taser, has a sink. Just looking out to make sure nobody can see. He's restarted. He has red guns. Someone must... Yeah, I was a bit leery of that early knockout. Of course, she did get dragged to the sink. Oh. Okay, Kobalt. As Ludmilla sets up. Not in 47's hut. Maybe less eyeballs there. Spotted from the other hut, he was, yeah. Okay. Restart from Ducker. Early one there. $50-50. Well, given it was the... And Kobalt has detonated the taser in the suit. Of course, you need the personal trainer for that. Oh, no. Kobalt, his lead is now just gone. Wrong kill, and he realised it straight away. Soviet makes a good point there. Maybe he was just testing the sink, but... Well, possibly a brain fart. Okay.
Okay, what is wrong with me today?
Okay.
Oh, this is not good.
Ducker going with the same strat as he had before, which makes absolute sense. Despite the fact it did fail, you can get her in there. Maybe he wants to let the door shut behind this guard before he knocks him out. How so, Nor? What do you mean? Because he's turned the running water off. It's the people in the hut over when he's dragging her to the sink. Alright, bro. Okay. Ducker having a good old look. See if he's clear to drag her across. We've got a lot of theories about the way the sinks work on Haven in the chat. We'll have to see. Kobalt looking for a personal trainer here. Can of course knock him out and dump him down the hole. Gone with the Seeker though. Okay, Ducker gets the first kill. Ludmilla, the first legitimate kill, shall I say. And Ludmilla Vetrova has been permanently retired. Diana sounds a bit too gleeful about that, if you ask me. Supposed to be just a job. Get the impression her and Luddy might have been love rivals. You know what Diana's like. Bit of old baggage, you know what I mean? Getting a Ducker. Clearing himself some room here. And what's he got himself? He's got himself Dr. Singh. Get him a nice easy infiltration into the villa. Kobalt now, just about to knock out Bradders and his guard. Oh no, he's got yeah, he's got the personal trainer being sick where you would normally isolate Bradley. So, okay. Got a mirror there. No problems with the mirror. And no problems with Bradley and no problems with the personal trainer. Ducker used the concussive, he already has him KO'd. Lovely.
2 targets remaining.
Love to see it. Kobalt now getting the kill on Ludmilla Vetrova in the correct disguise this time. So there's about 30 seconds in between the two in-game times. We are 7.5 minutes into the spin itself. 1 restart each.
Ah, the doctor, right? Mr. Williams is expecting you. He's in the house.
Yeah, the good thing about leaving the concussive duck there is that you can take them both out and keep your green guns. Ducker snorkel exit. I've never seen the snorkel exit, so I'm excited to see it.
Yes, well, I guess much. Follow me to Mr. Williams.
What's the kill that Ducker needs for Tyson Williams? He needs a hatchet and he needs the butler. We see some lovely work with bananas for the butler. Always like to see that. I don't know where the hatchet is on the map. Of course, you could Google it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend just going straight to hitmaps.com, selecting Haven Island,
I'm sure Mr. Williams will be along.
and searching hatchet. It will show you straight away. Okay, here. Oh god, Ducker getting into the cabinet for some reason. Oh, okay, maybe left the gun for something.
Wait, you're not doctors.
Okay, it's the Tyson ISO.
That is Tyson Williams, CEO.
We always say this should be safe in that room, but you never bloody know. Oh, Ducker has the hatchet. I didn't even see him pick it up.
Tyson Williams.
Well, there you go. He had it in a briefcase from the restaurant area. Thank you, Fusk.
Just 1 more target to go.
Cobalt probably looking on hit maps for the hatchet right now. Ducker has 2 kills down, 5 minutes and 37 seconds in Tyson Williams' bodyguard disguise. Has a propane in hand. Bradders is isolated for him, so all he's got to do is get over there, set up the kill. Doesn't have camera trouble. I'm interested to see whether he takes out the cameras now while he's here. No, he's not going to bother. Ducker's got some investigating distraction going on there. Don't know what from. Does have the snorkel disguise to get. He can be a bugger. He does walk around a bit, and there is a basket in the snorkel instructor hut, but even though, man, so many eyeballs. Ducker not worried about that enforcer there. Kobolt's still not sure about this hatchet, is he? That, where he is now, I think that's where the saber is. I don't think that's the hatchet. Got himself a propane flask though, so maybe he was looking for one of them, rather than the one in the kitchen. Oh, Ducker having a bit of problem with a bollard there. Okay, snorkel instructor time.
Whoa, what a shock.
What was that? Okay, can he get him in here? Bush and banana strap. Love to see it. And he's gone a long way round. Okay. No, he's got a karma in hand. Gets the shot. That is the snorkel instructor. Okay, does he have a remote detonation or is he going to have to shoot it? He's going to have to shoot it by the looks of things. Going to need to box Bradley's guard if he hasn't already done so. I think he has. As indeed. Okay. Good chance this won't actually get heard in here. I'm having a bit of trouble with the placement. Oh no. Oh, okay. Soundproof room. But he survived the explosion as well. Oh my god. Ducker. Look at this. Oh no! Non-target kill. Oh no. He killed Bradley's guard. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wallbang. Oh wow. It's insane, isn't it? If you put them in a hamper or a closet or whatever, if you ever box an NPC and set off an explosion next to it, you can't kill him. But oh, Ducker. That's a big, big rip there, really. Right on the last kill.
I'm glad we don't have to talk to that betrothal.
He was about 9 minutes in? 8 or 9 minutes in? Yeah. Well, this is why I'm the best shoutcaster in the game, Fusk. I know these things. I predict them. Just doesn't translate to my play. Oh, mate. Okay, well, all Ducker's got to do is all of that again. And remember to box that guard. I can understand why he didn't, because it's a soundproof room. Didn't have to worry about the loud pistol getting heard or the explosion going off. But, yeah, that wallbang, man. Eesh. Okay, Kobalt, meanwhile, 8 minutes and 40 seconds into his run. Where the hell did all that come from? It seemed like 2 minutes ago he reset. Yeah, that had me worried. That had me worried, Fusk. The fact he was stood in the room next to the next to where the explosion was going off, but obviously knew his position, knew the blast radius. He did take damage. Okay, not too much though, not fatal. Remember, foot 47 is pretty strong. Kobalt not having any luck at all with this butler distraction. Could use a throwable. In fact, he's got a throwable. It's the briefcase. Damn. Trying to bump him, but does he want to save the banana for elsewhere? And we got another restart from Ducker. So according to the stats from Nort, it's 50-50 whether you interesting choice on the gramophone there. Grab the coins from upstairs, yeah. I mean, there's apples and things as well. It's not just bananas. There's a basket here as well.
No way.
Easy, risky spot to knock someone out because of the guard outside. Yeah, there it is. And just as I said it, Kobalt goes in there, gets ripped. I did think that. Gonna take anyone out there, you want a banana.
Wow.
Oh, no. That's a restart from Kobalt. That's his second one. And he was a fair way into his spin as well, man. Okay, back Ducker with the Ludmilla isolation. Should have no trouble. Get a spare seeker. Was it spare though? Was he wanting to use that for something else? I'm getting some glitchy sound here. Is that from Ducker? I think it is.
Hey, there he is! That's the guy!
Okay, I'll turn Cobalt's up a bit. Just touch. Okay, Kobalt setting up the Ludmilla kill whilst Ducker is executing the Ludmilla kill. 47 seconds in game time for Kobalt, 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Ducker. He has Bradley isolated, he has Ludmilla dead. Now he's on his way to get Dr. Singh again. Oh, and he rips. Dr. Singh saw him with the camera pointed and shot at him. So, glitchy sound still. I think that might be Ducker's output. It's a bit annoying. And synced restarts there at Kobalt. Oh, struggling as well. Why is he getting Singh? He's getting Singh to isolate Tyson Williams, and so he can carry in the hatchet in a briefcase. He did it earlier on Meme. You missed that one. Ducker was done. Yeah, Ducker was basically done, mate. And he got an NTK on the explosion accident for Stephen Bradley. Forgot to box the guard that was in the room next door, and it was a wall bang. So Ducker is ruining that one now. He was basically done. Since then, he's just not had the same sort of run that he had for his near win. Now, is Kobalt going to go down in the annals of history as the second man in this tournament to take a point? Possibly two. He can still do it. Well, it worked for him that time, and if it worked once, Meme, then it must work 100 million times, surely. I don't know what you mean. Kappa, Monkers, etc. Busk saying he's never got ripped in that room in practice, so the only time it will happen is when you're in a match. That we can pretty much guarantee. It's the only thing we can guarantee about Hitman is that you can't guarantee anything. Okay, Ducker. Going for the Ludmilla isolation again. Now what's Kobalt looking at here? He's looking for the personal trainer, obviously. So he's looking for 2 seeker shots, same as last time. Okay, there's one for the PT.
Say what?
He'll be on his way downstairs.
Oh, God, that's gross.
I do love the way the NPCs give you shit if you... Oh, Kobalt not getting the seeker shot there, I don't think. That white dot didn't turn into a circle from what I could see, but it looks like he's got him. Okay. I'll shut my whore mouth. Ducker waiting for someone to move away in the other hut so we can drag Ludmilla in. In fact, he's just realised he can optimise a bit by starting the sync running while he's waiting. Makes absolute sense. Nice and tight against the wall. Drops the micro. It's going to pop it now. I thought for a horrible second he picked up the wrong trigger. He seems to have done it. Okay, Ludmilla dead for Ducker, and Kobalt has personal trainer knocked out, Stephen Bradley knocked out, Stephen Bradley's guard knocked out, and he'll be popping the micro as well. There we go. Ludmilla down for
Good work, 47.
Kobalt.
Ludmilla Vetrova has been permanently retired.
Okay, and Kobalt has changed into Stephen Bradley's guard's disguise, which is basically the Villa guard. Ducker getting Dr. Singh. Now let's pull his audio back up. Hopefully it's not glitching. It is. It's still glitching. That's a shame. Kobalt picking himself up the propane flask. He's going to need that for the Bradder's kill. Looking to get that set up. And call me paranoid if you want, but I'd be boxing a fair few of these people. I know the room is soundproof, but again, shit happens, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's it can always it's soundproof until it's not soundproof. Just like you're insured until the insurance company says you're not insured. Hey, duck going over the wall, doesn't have to worry about frisks. Shades of early Sapienza. You'd love to see it. Well, Paris, in fact, when you go up to the Iago thing. Been there since day one, that mechanic.
Some weird noises. I'll have a look around. You shouldn't leave that here, sir.
Shouldn't leave that here, sir. Every guard in the world all went to the same school.
Wow. Oh.
And all come from the same family. By the sounds of things. Okay, Kobalt looking to get himself the snorkel instructor. And that's a nice grab. Green guns, runs off, nice and safe. Okay, Kobalt has what he needs for the Bradley kill. See how he gets it. Oh, ducker, ducker, ducker. Ducker did not take out the butler early. So now he has some issues, yeah. It is a dangerous ISO now. Knocks out the butler. Knocks out the... Oh, he subdues the guard. Did he just drop the briefcase? Okay. He's compromised, but... Oh, and that is a yellow... That is an orange guard outside. Oh, the dropping of the briefcase did for Ducker there. Kobalt does have the Bradley kill. Used a loud gun to do it.
Well done.
Now got to book it out of there because that would have been heard. In fact, it was. That ISO is not guaranteed, according to me. Oh, and Ducker's got connections issues. We've only got 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the spin. Kobalt has 2 kills. He's 6 minutes and 47 seconds into his run. Only has to get Tyson... Only. Has to get Tyson Williams. For that, he needs a hatchet and the butler. Kobalt does have time to get this done. But he's got work to do. And as we saw from Ducker just now, Tyson Williams, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, there's the hatchet underneath that boat. And it goes straight into a briefcase. Holdable, just like really long shotguns.
Good day to you, sir.
Yep, you can pick up those briefcases at the ICA or at the Magician's Circle. Very limited edition. Cost a lot as well, so don't be just leaving them on levels. Always take them out if you can. We do get charged for them by Diana. Okay, that's a seeker shot on the butler for Kobalt. Remembered he's got it this time. Ducker has decided he's on holiday, so he may as well enjoy it. He's going to go get his key, no doubt, and go sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. Sorry, not the bench. Go sit on the sun lounger and just enjoy the atmosphere. Of course, there is a banana downstairs that you can use to get yourself the pacification on the butler. Now, where is this butler going to go puke? Now, he does have a guard outside that his timing could screw him up here. I think he's waited too long. Oh, fair play, Kobalt. Okay, Kobalt not pissing about. He's going to need to box the tech and the guard. Leave the butler where he's to. Hope he doesn't get spotted. Fix the jacuzzi. And this is an awkward bloody ISO as well, because as soon as Tyson decides he's having a jacuzzi, you are trespassing in that room. But with no other witnesses in there, body found. Oh my god, Butler's been spotted. By whom? No! No, no, no! Where? Oh my... There we go, the maid. Yep, she deserved that screwdriver to the face. She should have known. She should have minded her own damn business. Oh, that's heartbreaking. What a jib. He had a calmer in hand as well. That's the annoying thing. He had a calmer. But then had he used it, that tech would have probably heard him. So maybe you needed to knock out the tech, calmer the butler, knock out the guard. But either way, I mean, Haven Island, man. Ugh. Well, it looks like both our lads have decided that's enough, and you can't blame them. Choose the outcome. We're going to delete that one. Delete and return the points. Start a new prediction. If I can find it. Who takes round 3? Let's get that started up. And we are in Santa Fortuna. I did say I put off having my lunch to cast this match, didn't I? Fucking crying out loud. Right. Well, either way, let's go have a look at the mission brief and see where we've gone to this shithole. Back in just a moment.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the militia's attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado Cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the militia's strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, 3 of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare.
Welcome back to the final day of the group stages for the Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. This is the first in a series of 6 matches today, or 6 scheduled matches, shall I say. And this is
Welcome to Colombia, 47.
Let's turn that down, just get ourselves a bit of background music. Procaster. I'm a procaster, you know. Yeah, this is the first in 6 matches scheduled for today. We've got 5 more after this one. 1 more in this particular group. This is Group B. Let's just pull that up so you can see what I'm talking about. Duckers, we know, has already gone through. Up until about 2-3 minutes ago, had only dropped 1 point in the entire competition so far. Has dropped another. So back games and Kobalt are now the second best players in the tournament by default, purely by managing to take Ducker to a draw. You could say it was Ducker's fault he dropped the points, but let's give the credit where the credit is due. The pressure that Kobalt and Back Games were applying to him, even though that Ducker didn't know what they were doing, was just too much for him. He just couldn't complete the spin. The psychological warfare was just too much. But either way, there is one other match in this group to go today, and that will be Trebiat and Back Games. And that match is on a bit later on. This is the one time we want the ticker to go a little bit faster. But I can spoil the party for you now. It's at 9 PM tonight, GMT, so 10 o'clock European. And that will be cast by GK Punk and Currymaker. And of course, it's not even on the upcoming matches, so of course. But the other games, as you can see, we've got Danny Buta versus Goulet, Whittleton Creek in New York. That's on at 8 PM European. And at 9 o'clock, we've got 3 matches all happening at the same time. We've got Paper versus Dam Chiku, Santa Fortuna and Sapienza. Chris X3 versus Johnny Axe, which is Berlin and Marrakesh. And Jotes versus I Like Hitman, Santa Fortuna and Hokkaido. I can tell you now, I'm going to go ahead and claim the Danny Buta versus Goulet match. So, yeah, admins, if you want to put me straight in for that, you don't have to worry. Let's have a look. Okay, Rocky. Yep, you've got to learn, mate, that when the players are playing, you can't say anything to them. They're in a different state of mind. Roulette brain doesn't just extend to making poor decisions and making kills in the wrong costume and doing things you wouldn't normally do in practice. It also extends to making you hyper angry. So yeah, best to let's not to poke the bears where they're doing bear stuff. So you know, just a little little tip for all you online chatters, shall we say. I'm going to call you online chatters and not trolls, because normally we're all friends, aren't we? But yeah, while the players are playing, don't fuck with them. Just do not. Alright. Take it from me. The calmest man in the world. And even I can get upset when it's game day. I know. Amazing, isn't it? Dean Orr, another one. Placid. See him on game day, he'll rip your face off. But either way, the spin is in. And we've got Rico Delgado with a cleaver as the shaman. Jorge Franco with a screwdriver as the chef. And a loud explosive weapon as the mansion guard for Andrea Martinez. Okay, I'm going to pull the game sound up. I'm going to try Duckers again, but there was some glitchy in there. Hoping that's just sort of naturally fixed itself. If it does start doing that thing, I will have to turn him down because it's nasty on the eardrums, isn't it? Okay, both lads have hit play with in very quick succession there. Kobalt already hitting pause and thinking about what he's doing. Ducker looking like he's going to go for the early ISO on early ISO on Rico by the in the garage.
Oh, I love this photo.
Would appear Ducker's sound issues have been sorted out, so that's good. Always prefer to have both games up if we can, just for the presentation. Okay, Ducker. Normally people lure him in. Interesting. Ducker going for a totally different style of Rico isolation here. Dragging him around the side. Kobalt walking straight into the Andrea's little apartment complex there. Not entirely sure what happened. Might have just been a brain fade, but given that he was in the Freedom Fighters outfit, maybe he thought he was dressed as a guard. I don't know. But Ducker does have the isolation on Rico in a different sort of way than we normally see it. Oh, it was a Red Fox strat, was it? Yeah, don't use his strats. You can't even turn up the matches. Okay. Sorry, that might have sounded quite catty. Because it was meant to be. Alright, Kobalt this time. Going in the normal sort of route. Over the wall. Obviously trespassing. Probably going to see the Peekaboo and Andrea here. Which we are. Okay, she's on the hook. Going for a corner subdue.
That is Andrea Martinez.
No, she did not take the bait. She does this time. She does this time though, so. And Ducker has himself a battery. Not entirely sure why. Maybe just for a knockout item. He hasn't misread the spin, has he? Well, we'll see. Kobalt has set up Andrea with a... I think it was a micro underneath her head. Of course, if you position that correctly and blow her up, you'll ragdoll into the river, so you get a hidden body as well. Ducker getting himself a chef. That door is not shutting for him, being a bit of a troll. Huge head turn from that guard, but from that chef, but Ducker finesses his way around it. Now has the disguise he needs for Jorge Franco. And, ooh, big whoosh. Gets his belt loop caught on the table there as well. Always annoying when Hitman does that for you. I think, Halberd, to be fair, mate, I think the bodies, once they're hidden, they stay hidden. Once they come up as a hidden body, they shouldn't be an issue anymore. What was that behind the back throw from Ducker there? Did anybody else notice that? That was some NBA shit. Love to see it. Okay, Ducker has any guards that might be a problem for Rico out the way. Literal trick shot. It was. It was behind the back. It was Larry Bird to Magic Johnson type stuff, that was. I'm going back even further than that, Rocky. I'm going back to the people that were better. Hey, Hugo, good to see you. I'm alright, mate. Good to have you in. Okay, Ducker. What's his timing like here? Is he going to get Jorge in his shed? It looks like he's going to shot the aircon to bring out this maintenance man type chap, who is not a costume you can grab either, which confuses me. It's a bloke. 47 can only take male costumes after all. It is a chap, it is a unique-ish disguise, but it's not one that we can grab, which I find quite interesting. Got himself a meaty bone. Notice as well he turned the AC back on, because if he didn't, Jorge would not go in there. He'd enforce someone to go check out the AC being off. Ducker now grabs himself a screwdriver, a load of coins. Okay, what's Kobalt up to? We know he's got Andrea isolated, set up with a loud explosive pillow. Ducker possibly looking to lure Jorge outside, right by this box, because inside the shed can be an awkward bloody kill. It's doable, of course, but you got a few people with their nosy parkers, shall we call them. They like to look in that shed and see what the crack is. Kobalt is approaching the shaman and has cornered the shaman. Should be able to knock this geezer out now because all the other people there are just tripping balls. Oh no, he's gone for a very nice behind the back disguise grab. You love to see those. Which is strange considering he just knocked out that dude anyway that he took the disguise from behind his back. So interesting decision. Oh, look at that. Ducker. So Ducker's plan all along then was to break open the windows so he could throw the screwdriver through and leave the coins by the chest. So Jorge would isolate himself out of the way of prying eyes. Throws the screwdriver through the window. That was beautiful. That's a highlight moment for me. I know I was concentrating on Kobalt's taking of the shaman disguise there, but the setup for Ducker there. That's... I've said it before and I'll say it again. Ducker and Johnny Axe, two of the most creative players in this tournament. Some of the things they've been pulling off is just brilliant. Although his aim could use a bit of work when it comes to cameras. 7 bullets later, Ducker does take those 2 cameras out, so fair play. Okay, Ducker has the first kill down, the Jorge Franco kill. Jorge, the biggest troll on this map, bar none.
Did you see the poster?
Kobalt does have Andrea isolated. Does have a shaman disguise. He's 4 minutes and 50 seconds in. Ducker is 7 minutes and 55 seconds in. Now going for the Andrea isolation. Okay. Leaving a micro for her. So we're probably going to see an exit detonation on Andrea, but is 3 seconds going to be long enough for him to detonate and go? There are guards aplenty there. Good point, that Fusk. Well, I would say, my guess would be, now Fusk is asking, curious that Ducker didn't grab the disguise from the mansion guard that he's already ISO'd. Now, my guess would be, Andrea's going to be the last kill because that's an exit detonation. He's right by the sports car, is Rico. So, good chance we're going to see him kill Rico, get the mansion guard disguise, detonate, and then exit in the sports car. Very true, Ducker. Roulette Brain is player only. Or at least we all suffer from it, but the pressure's not on us, so maybe Ducker's trying to go a bit too quick, shall we say, but we'll never know. Well, we won't know until after the match. And then it depends whether you believe what he tells you or not. Okay, Ducker going to go for audio lore for the shaman, or his mate anyway. Kobalt, meantime, is down by the hippo. He's down by Miho. Miho?
Weird.
Yeah, putting her in the grass, yeah, she might not get found there, but the problem is when you blow someone up, they fly in the air. And if someone turns around and they see him in the air, then that's red guns, that's a rip. So, kind of see what Ducker's doing by killing her in that room. Blast radius on the micro shouldn't reach her little mate. But we'll see. Okay, Kobalt probably looking on hit maps for a cleaver. Ducker will already... Oh, and that's... It's just... Oh, right. Searching. Why are they yeah. Possibly a calmer possibly a calmer person by the shaman. I'm interested to see though, because he needs his green guns to go. He needs his red guns to go green. Now, has he ripped? Like, has he actually ripped? We don't really know, but Ducker trying to get over to the garage. He's gonna have to do some sneak here in the shaman disguise, obviously trespassing.
Something over there, devil, isn't it?
Kobalt has got himself a mansion guard disguise. Of course, if you need an explosive and you don't want to bring one in, there is one down just to the left here of the hippo enclosure. Here we go. That little tunnel where Kobalt is now. There's one on a pillar if you want that. I'm sure there's others on the map, but that's the first one that springs to mind. Rico is a long way away for Kobalt. He's 8 minutes and 26 seconds into his spin, into this particular run. And he's got a long wait for Rico to get down there. Ducker, meanwhile, is closing in on his end game. Rico is dead. What's he looking for? He's got the sports car key, just made sure of that.
Has been eliminated.
Okay, he's now in the mansion guard disguise. So, detonation, exit. Let's see. Green guns. Green guns. Green guns. That looked pretty good. I think he done it. I think he's got it. And there we have it. Those are the 5 stars. 12 minutes and 9 seconds. With 16 minutes and nearest damn it is to 20 seconds left on the clock. Ducker takes the third map and takes this final match for him and Kobalt in Group B 5-1. GG's Ducker. Very nicely played. Haven. He was so close to finishing Haven too. So close to finishing Haven. Just that not boxing Bradley's guard cost him on Haven. But that is, well, it is what it is. Okay, let's have a look at the brackets. Not going to do much to the standings, that, because Ducker was already at the top. Has already gone through. There we go. We can see Ducker winning all 7 matches, just dropping the 2 points. 1 to back games last night and 1 to Kobalt in Haven just now. So he ends up with 40 points. This close to getting 42, but not to be. We can also see that Agent Mando, he will be advancing. He's played all his matches. He has 28 points. Joe the Baby Grabber also played all his, 27 points. And that has finished Group B, basically. Still 1 match to play, but it's all over bar the shouting because Crudy also goes through. So congratulations, Ducker, Agent Mando, Joe the Baby Grabber, and Crudy for advancing to the KO stages from Group B. GG's Kobalt, Tarrant, Tribiat, and Bat Games. And like we say, we've still got Tribiat and Bat Games to play. So you got to play your games. Even though there's nothing to play for, at least you've got a match. And it will be Shoutcast. And the pressure's off, so you can just have fun with it. So well done, lads. Let's have a quick look. Upcoming matches. And ticker tape will scroll on through. We have got 5 more games for the day. And you should see them all on the screen when they come through. We've got Danny Buta versus Goulet at 8 o'clock European time. I'll be casting that one as long as no one's already taken that in the Shoutcasters channel. Then we have Paper versus Dam Chiku at 9 o'clock European time. No cast for that yet, but I'm sure there will be. We've also got at the same time Chris X3 versus Johnny Axe. GK Punk to cast that one with Currymaker. And we've got Jotes versus I Like Hitman, also at 9 o'clock. No cast for that yet, but again, I'm sure there will be. And Trebiat versus Bat Games for the last group game in Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. Well, Ducker with an absolute masterclass there, and the highlight for me there was that Jorge Franco kill with the screwdriver. Isolated Jorge in his hut by putting some coins down by the chest, shooting out the windows before he even got there. So when Jorge went to investigate the coins, the greedy bastard got a screwdriver in the back of the head and no one saw a thing. Beautifully done, very nice setup, and one I shall have to remember. Okay. Who is live? Is there anybody that we can go and raid? Let's have a little look-see. Buff Guy's live? Well, that answers that then. Oh, it was a bullet distraction, was it? I thought he put coins there. And Throaty's doing some spin requests. Alright then. Well, since Throaty7 is much easier to type than the_buff_guy, we're going to go raid Froggy. Give him a hello. Thank you everybody for coming in. And again, GG's lads. And we'll see you over at Throats. Thank you very much.